We got put in the biggest spliff in Houston, Texas. We were so pathetic, especially in the second half. We were so bad that we got shut out, including this pick six by Perry. This was an absolute disaster. Ryan went up the middle. Was it Ryan or was it Nick Major Payne? I forgot. Whoever that was going up the middle, they did not catch the ball. They catch it off a couple of deflections, and they run it all the way back, man. This was an absolute disaster. One of the worst games in Joseph Cooley's career. Absolutely horrible. But with that being said, we got to move, man, because now it just gets even harder from here on out. So let me give y'all an update on the recruiting news. So as you can see here, we're trying to get this free safety, but we might have to sacrifice that and just focus on offense, mainly the offensive line. We're targeting these two guards. We'll take that back. These two offensive linemen, guard Marcus Coleman, and then you see Chaz Jacobs right here. We're going after them hard because as you can see right now, we are absolutely abysmal on the offensive line. We're not even going to go after that strong safety anymore. Excuse me, Brian Jackson. This big, power forward looking built player out of Louisiana, we're definitely going after him. Jimmy Williams out of Moody, Alabama. If we do get him, he could potentially be our starter next season, depending on what Douglas does during spring practice. Maurice Robinson, another cat we're going after. We're going after as many linemen as we can possibly get. Brett Parks, we're not going after him no more. Everybody else that's grayed out, we're no longer going after them as well. So let's go over to the Heisman watch list. So as you can see, Brian Beno Cook having the best season of his career since he's been at Alabama State. Ricky Bruce Lee moved all the way down to the bottom despite having an excellent game versus the Alcorn State Braves. SWAT players of the week, Deron Tyson of Prairie View A&M had a game. Kellen Simmons had a crazy game versus Bethune-Cookman. And yes, they did beat them. So now we got Noah Scales, Trevor Wallace, Tennessee State, Morgan State. Ooh, look at the numbers on Scales though. 449 yards, 5 tutties, and just missed on 6 targets. That's crazy. So now let's look at the SWAC division standings. So as you see here, we're 4th. Texas Southern probably gonna go back to the SWAC championship game again. Either them or Prairie View A&M, they're the only ones with SWAC wins right now. Absolute disaster, man. So as y'all saw in real life, Jackson State's going back to the SWAC championship game. They'll be playing Prairie View A&M. You saw Bethune-Cookman finally get off the schneid against Florida A&M in the Florida Classic. But let's go on back to the HBCU world here on NCAA 06. So there goes the numbers for us. McKenzie had a great game, but again, look at that. No points in the third, no points in the fourth. They scored 21 points in the third quarter. And it all started on the opening kickoff of the second half when Anderson fumbled that ball on the kickoff return. Alabama State holds off Alcorn State. Alcorn was close, but not close enough. The Hornets extend their win streak to 85 straight games. Out there in Huntsville, Alabama, Southern and Alabama A&M, both teams desperate for a win. Southern gets their first win of the season. Alabama A&M have now lost 6 in a row going back to season 11. Let's go down there to Prairie View, Texas. So here goes Prairie View A&M beating up on Grambling State 47-21. And Grambling State's been an absolute disaster over the last 2-3 years in this series. What a game their quarterback had, though. Not happening in real life, but it did happen in the video game. Florida A&M beat Bethune-Cookman 38-13. Simmons had an excellent game, man. And I know we play FAMU later on in the season. Let's go over to the MEAC. Tennessee State, Delaware State. Tennessee State wins 38-28. And what a great season Deshaun Jackson had as his first year at Delaware State. And then we go to Missouri. Morgan State loses by 1 point. Morgan State lost in real life to North Carolina Central over the weekend too. Norfolk State and Army up in West Point. Norfolk State win 20-17. And I'm really hoping that in real life, Michael Vick gets that thing figured out. Now this last score right here is a huge contrast to what happened in real life. South Carolina State got blown out 45-7. And as you know, South Carolina State won the MEAC in real life. And the Hampton Pirates are now looking for a new head football coach. They fired old boy over the weekend. But that concludes this edition of the Delta. Join us next time. Oh, man. Oh boy, we got to take on a very hungry Jackson State team. Join us, will you? Peace.